Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great week, and hope you're having a great week of betting as well. Hope you had a nice Wednesday with your picks. Hopefully they all hit, and yeah, hopefully you guys cashed out because that's the goal. So, I'm gonna get right into these NBA picks. 11 picks on this NBA slate. There are, NBA's back coming from All Star break. All the teams are playing now, so we got NBA basketball now, which is nice. And yeah, before I go ahead and like and subscribe, support the channel. You guys know what to do. Love doing these videos, and hopefully some of these picks help. And yeah, we're gonna get right into it. 11 matchups. We're gonna start with the Detroit Pistons versus the Charlotte Hornets. Detroit Pistons 10-26, 17-16-3 against the spread. Charlotte Hornets 17-18, 19-15-1 against the spread. Charlotte opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over/under at 220.5. Last 10 head-to-head matchups. Charlotte 10-0 in their last 10, which is kind of crazy. 9-1 against the spread in those last 10 matchups. Last 10 matchups overall for Detroit, just 3-7 in their last 10. Charlotte 5-5 in their last 10. Detroit, 1-4 in their last 5. 10-game losing streak against Charlotte. 0-6 against the spread against Charlotte in their last 6. 4-16 on the road. A very bad Detroit team on the road. Charlotte 6-0 at home against Detroit. 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games at home. Yeah, give me Charlotte minus 5.5 here. Detroit, just a very bad basketball team. Has had zero success beating Charlotte in their last 10 matchups. So just a small 5.5 point spread. Go ahead and give me Charlotte minus 5.5. And I like the under in this matchup as well. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Hawks versus the Toronto Raptors. Atlanta Hawks 16-20. 17-18-1 against the spread. Toronto 17-19, 17-19 against the spread. Toronto opening up as 1-point favorites with the over/under at 227.5. Last 10 head-to-head meetings: Toronto 9-1, Atlanta 1-9, and Toronto 6-4 against the spread in those head-to-head meetings. Last 10 matchups overall for Atlanta: 5-5 in their last 10. Toronto 5-5 in their last 10 as well. Atlanta, 1-10 in their last 11 matchups against Toronto. 1-7 on the road against Toronto. They just haven't had much success against Toronto at all. Toronto 6-3 against the spread in their last 9. 1-4 in their last 5 straight up. Not playing good at home. 6-14 against the spread in their last 20 games at home. With only a 1 point margin here, I like Toronto to, cover, to win by a bucket against Atlanta. Look for Toronto to get back on track towards the second half of the year after this All-Star break. So we're going to take Toronto, and we're going to take the over in this matchup. Next matchup, we have the Boston Celtics versus the Brooklyn Nets. Boston Celtics 19-17, 17-19 against the spread. Brooklyn Nets 24-13, 20-17 against the spread. Brooklyn opening up as favorites at minus 2.5 with the over/under at 234.5. Last 10 head-to-head matchups: Brooklyn, both teams 5-5, with Brooklyn 6-4 against the spread in those head-to-head matchups. Last 10 games overall for Boston, they are 6-4 in their last 10. Brooklyn 9-1 in their last 10, playing really good basketball. Boston 2-5 against the spread in their last 7. 4-1 in their last 5. Boston 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 on the road, so not covering on the road very well. Brooklyn 10-1 against the spread in their last 11. 10-1 in their last 11 as well against the spread and straight up. Brooklyn's playing just too good of a basketball right now. They're starting to sync very well with Harden and Kyrie, and we don't know when KD's going to return, but they're playing way too good. And the Celtics team has a lot of question marks on their team. Besides Tatum and Brown, Give me Boston to continue their winning ways at -2.5. I like the over 234.5 as well. Should be a high-scoring matchup. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Minnesota Timberwolves 7-29, 14-21, and 1 against the spread. Pelicans 15-21, 15-21 against the spread. Pelicans opening up as 8.5-point favorites with the over-under at 239. Last 10 head-to-head matchups, Minnesota's 6-4, 7-3 against the spread in those head-to-head meetings, winning both the battles there. Last 10 matchups for Minnesota, they are just 1-9 in their last 10. New Orleans 4-6 in their last 10. Minnesota 0-9 against the spread in their last 9. 9-game losing streak right now. Very bad Minnesota team. New Orleans 1-4 in their last 5. 4-9 against the spread in their last 13. Neither team playing too amazing, but Pelicans a much better team than Minnesota with better talent. I like the Pelicans -8.5 here. I like the under at 239. I don't think its score is going to get that high. So that's going to be my pick for that matchup. Next matchup, we have the New York Knicks. First, the Milwaukee Bucks. New York Knicks 19-18, 21-16 against the spread. Milwaukee Bucks 22-14, 17-19 against the spread. Milwaukee opening up as 11-point favorites with the over-under at 222.5. Last 10 matchups head-to-head, Milwaukee 8-2, 6-3-1 against the spread in those head-to-head matchups. Last 10 matchups overall for New York, they are 7-3 in their last 10. Milwaukee 6-4 in their last 10. New York Knicks 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. 4-1 in their last 5, so they were playing really well before All-Star break. But just 1-5 in their last 6 against Milwaukee against the spread. 2-11 against Milwaukee straight up. No success versus Milwaukee. Bucks 6-1 in their last 7. 5-1 at home. It's hard not to like the Bucks in this matchup, but 11 points coming off All-Star break. I think maybe you catch Milwaukee kind of a little rusty in this one. I like New York Knicks 11 points to cover in this matchup. Knicks have been playing pretty well. To our surprise, they're above 500 team, which no one probably expected. So, I like Knicks plus 11. I like the over at 222.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Orlando Magic versus the Miami Heat. Orlando Magic 13-23, 16-19-1 against the spread. Miami Heat 18-18, 16-19-1 against the spread. Miami opening up as 6.5-point favorites with the over-under at 212.5. Last 10 meetings head-to-head, Orlando 6-4, 7-3 against the spread in those last 10 meetings. Last 10 games overall for Orlando, they are 4-6 in their last 10. Miami 7-3 in their last 10. Orlando, currently on a 5-game losing streak. 1-6 in their last 7 on the road. Not playing very good basketball. Miami 7-1 against the spread in their last 8. 7-1 in their last 8 as well. Go ahead and give me Miami minus a 6.5 here against, pretty bad Orlando Magic team. Look for Miami to start the second half of the season with the nice. We had the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Chicago Bulls. 76ers 24-12, 19-15-2 against the spread. Chicago 16-18, 19-14-1 against the spread. Chicago opening up as 2.5-point favorites with the over-under at 229.5. Last 10 head-to-head meetings, Philly 8-2, 6-4 against the spread in those head-to-head matchups. Last 10 games overall for Philly, they are 6-4 in their last 10. Chicago 6-4 in their last 10 as well. These two teams did play earlier in February with Philly picking up a 112-105 win. Philly 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. 4-1 in their last 5 as well. 5-0 straight up against Chicago in their last 5 meetings. Chicago 4-2 against the spread in their last 6. Chicago 6-3 in their last 9. normally they're both going to be out for Thursday's matchup, barring any kind of crazy changes. So without their 2 stars, I got to pick. I like Bulls minus 2.5 here. Bulls, playing pretty decent basketball, but definitely they should definitely take care of this Philly team that'll just have Tobias Harris, and that's it. So give me Chicago minus 2.5 and give me the under. I think Philly maybe struggles to score a bit in this matchup. Next matchup, we have the Dallas Mavericks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dallas Mavericks 18-16, 15-19 against the spread. Oklahoma City Thunder 15-21, 19-16-1 against the spread. Dallas opening up as 4.5 point favorites with the over-under at 219.5. Last 10 head-to-head meetings, Dallas 7-3, 8-2 against the spread in those head-to-head meetings. Last 10 games overall for Dallas, 8-2 in their last 10. OKC 4-6 in their last 10. 8 win, being 5-point favorites. Mavs currently OKC 3-2 in their last 5. A decent OKC team, but look for Dallas to start the second half of the season strong. I like them getting a win here with the minus 4.5 cover. I like the over at 219.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Golden State Warriors 19-18, 18-19 against the spread. Clippers 24-14, 20-18 against the spread. Clippers opening up as 6.5 point favorites with the over-under at 230.5. Last 10 head-to-head matchups, Clippers 6-4, 6-4 against the spread in those head-to-head meetings. Last 10 games overall for Golden State, 5-5 in their last 10. Clippers just 4-6 in their last 10. Not playing well as of late. Golden State 1-4 in their last 5 against the Clippers. 11-2 in their last 13 games on the road against the Clippers. So they've had really good success against the Clippers. Clippers 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. 1-4 in their last 5 as well. Not playing too well. I like Clippers, to come out of this All-Star break, get things right. I like Kawhi and Paul George, assuming they play, which I don't see anything, but be sure to monitor their statuses. But, I like Clippers minus 6.5 in this one. I also like the over. Look for LA to get back on track to start the second half of the season. Next matchup, we have the Houston Rockets versus the Sacramento Kings. Houston Rockets 11-23, 11-23 against the spread. Sacramento 14-22, 15-21 against the spread. Sacramento opening up as 5.5 point favorites with the over-under at 227.5. Last 10 head-to-head meetings, Houston 8-2, 7-3 against the spread in those head-to-head meetings. Last 10 matchups for Houston, 0-10 in their last 10, which is crazy. Sacramento, not much better, 2-8 in their last 10. Houston, 0-6 against the spread in their last 6. 0-7 on the road. This Houston team, whatever, you name it, they're bad at it. Sacramento, 2-11 against the spread in their last 13. 2-11 in their last 13 as well. Both teams playing very bad. I'm gonna have to go with Sacramento minus 5.5 here. I don't trust either team in this matchup, nor am I betting on it. But Houston's just so bad. It's even with the 5.5 points, it's hard to even trust that they can even cover with that. So I like the under in this matchup, and I'll take Sacramento minus 5.5. Last matchup of the night, we have the Phoenix Suns versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Phoenix Suns 24-11, 24-11 against the spread. Portland 21-14, 19-16 against the spread. Portland opening up as favorites at minus 1.5 with the over-under at 226.5. Last 10 head-to-head matchups, Portland 7-3. Phoenix 7-3 against the spread, winning the against the spread battle in those head-to-head meetings. Last 10 matchups overall for Phoenix, 8-2 in their last 10. Portland, 6-4 in their last 10. These two teams did play just a few weeks ago, with Phoenix picking up a 32-point win over the Trailblazers. Phoenix 7-1 against the spread in their last 8. 7-1 in their last 8, playing really good against, just in general. Portland 9-4 against the spread in their last 13. 9-4 in their last 13 as well, straight up. I love the line here. Phoenix, I think Phoenix is the better team in this matchup. Giving them a free 1.5, it's hard to pass on that. I think the line should be reversed, honestly. So I think this line's going to move in favor in Phoenix. We'll see. But I like Phoenix plus a 1.5 in a game which they won by 32 last meeting. I do believe Devin Booker is playing, but keep track of that. But if he does play, give me Phoenix plus 1.5 and give me the over. It should be a high-scoring matchup. That's going to do it for the NBA video. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully some of these picks do help you. Oh, and I totally forgot I was about to end the video. Have an NBA parlay for you guys. I'm trying to figure out the best way to incorporate these into my videos. So whether or not to do separate videos or include them, we'll see what happens day to day. But I'm going to give you guys a free parlay, just a fun parlay here. 2-team NBA parlay. We have the Bulls minus 2.5 and the Suns plus 1.5. That's going to be the parlay. All that will be in the description. I love both those. Those are picks I'd be picking anyway. So I feel, love those lines. Love the potential of a good payout with those two parlayed together. So that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you already haven't. Support the channel. And good luck with your guys betting on Thursday. Hope you guys cash out. And I hope you guys get rich. See you on Friday. Have a good one, guys.